I was on stage with Les Brown in Johannesburg, South Africa. And I was speaking with him before. Now, this is probably the 7th country we've shared the stage. And he would acknowledge me. We would be in the States, we'd be overseas, and he'd say, "Hey, James," and I'd say, "Hey, Les," and I was moved, right? Because it was his audio that really saved me. So I saw him as a father figure more than any other living soul. And so when I was talking to him that day. Oh, I know what happened. Sorry. Then someone on his team was talking to me. He was a couple feet away. And I told them, I said, "Do you realize who Les is to me? He raised me through his audios. He's like my dad." And the person said, "He'll want to understand this. Does he know this?" I said, "I don't think so." So he cleared the area, said, "Les, you've got to talk to James." So I told Les, and he said, "We've got to film that." We made a video in that moment talking about our story, about how I was his guru son. Moments later, after that video was recorded, he's battled cancer. And his handlers, his team, his health professionals were escorting him out of the building. He says, "No, I'm not leaving until I hear James MacNeil speak." We had shared the stage 7 countries, 7 cities, 7 whatever, but he never heard me speak. He just met me backstage. But now that he knew who I was to him or who he was to me, he refused to leave. And they said, "Well, you have to go back to your hotel." Long story short, they made a deal that he would nap and come back. So he came back from my speech. I'm on stage in front of 5,000 people in Johannesburg, South Africa. Big deal. And Les Brown is sitting at a table to my right. And I'm distracted by him, trying to focus on my speech, but it's Les Brown, watching me. So I do my gig. And when I came home down off the stage, Joel, I can't believe this happened. When I was done my speech and I came off of that stage and half of the room ran over to buy what I was selling and the place was bedlam. As I walked down, Les Brown stood up. He walked around the table he was sitting at to come out into the open floor in front of everybody. And he did this. He bowed twice and he said, "Young man, the student has become the master. I have a few things to learn from you now." And that my life is complete, to earn the respect of someone I respect, the world's #1 motivational speaker. And he's since hired me to help him do speaker training down in Florida where he lives. That was the greatest moment when Les Brown gave me that. That was the greatest gift ever.